Good evening and welcome to a new edition of Urban Sentinel Live. I'm your host, Reggie Kearney, and want to welcome you to another Monday night where we have another dynamic guest tonight that's going to drop some nuggets on us. And we have Michael Dorsey. He's an entrepreneur, he's an innovator, okay? He's all of it, okay? So we got him here tonight to drop some nuggets on. So Michael, how you doing, man?
I'm doing absolutely phenomenal, Reggie. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing fine. Can't complain. So I'm glad to have you on the show tonight. It's always good to have a business person, in the house to drop nuggets on us and, to talk to us and get us motivated. I'm pretty sure. And hopefully there are some business people out here, entrepreneurs or people who are interested in being entrepreneurs. Looking over your bio, you have some great things, and I'm very interested in finding out more about it. So tell me, how did you get into entrepreneurship?
Well, Reggie, growing up, I was always given the notion that I had to go to school. Mm-hmm. I had to get good grades. I had to graduate from high school. I had to go to college, get a good job to live a good life. And that was beaten to my head in the time frame when I grew up. However, as I matriculated and I went to high school, and I came across people that not necessarily, they didn't have a 9-to-5 job, but they still lived life better than mine. And then I went to college. I came across other folk that owned businesses and they didn't have a 9-to-5 job, and they still lived a good life. So I was introduced to different and varied ways of living. I can get a good job and live a good life, or I don't have to. I can actually probably get a business and do what they did. So as I went through my college years, my focus kind of changed. I no longer wanted to get the job that I thought I wanted. So when I graduated, I did not pursue a career in my field of study. I actually started a business because I figured out that I did not want to be subject to the life that working a job would limit me to in terms of income, time, and opportunity.
So what was your field of study in college?
So I have a bachelor's of science in biology from Michigan Tech University. Uh-huh. And I worked hard for that degree. Mm-hmm. However, it's a shame that all the time and money spent, I'm not going to call it a shame. Forgive me, that was the wrong term. That was money well spent because it put me in a position to obtain the discipline and the understanding and the practices to help me be successful in my other endeavors.
So how does it feel being a businessman, business owner, entrepreneur?
It's rewarding, it's tiring, it's exciting. Sometimes it's drudging. However, I would not have it any other way.
Okay. What are some of the, you talked about the positives, but what are some of the negatives?
So I'm not going to call them negatives, Reggie. I'm a positive guy.
Okay.
However, my days go rather long. I'm usually up very early, and I'm usually going to bed pretty late. And in between that, I'm working on making sure that my business grows and does the best that it possibly can, because it's about creating something that will last longer than me, because I have responsibilities. So I want to make sure that my business not only takes care of my needs, but my children's needs and hopefully my children's needs.
Okay, good. So look, tell me about the company you own that helps entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, take that business to the next level as a franchise.
Amen. So the company you're referring to, Reggie, is called the Franchise Enterprise. And I run that company with an awesome woman by the name of Dr. Sherry Henderson. She is the president. I am the senior vice president. And what we are, Reggie, we are a franchise development firm. What does that mean? We'll take a small or medium-sized business, no matter what they are, and if they want to be able to grow or scale internationally or domestically into more than one location, well, we present to them the franchise model where they can take and create a business system and sell that system let other people provide the resources, the finances, and the manpower to grow their business.
And what is the cost involved for a company that decided they wanted to go that route and come through you guys to become a franchise?
Excellent question. So there's a franchise development fee where we take them through an 8-step process and kind of handhold them through the development that will allow them to become like the McDonald's or Jimmy John's or something like that. And the development fee varies based upon how much we have to do for your business. For example, one business may have certain things in place where I don't have to develop them fully, so their cost will be different from someone that have to start from scratch, develop their whole entire business, and put them in a position to do well. So the fees can be as high as $100,000. However, the return on investment is going to be mind-blowing because they're going to see that back within the first 5 years if they do what they're supposed to do, and then they won't look back.
Okay. So with how many businesses have you worked with so far when it comes down to the franchising portion of the business?
Great. So there's a couple of things. Our focus, Reggie, is on minority businesses. So I'm gonna have to be transparent with you. One of the problems that we've noticed is that there's not too many, if any, nationally owned Black franchisors. Now you will find people that are Black that own franchises, but they're buying someone else's franchises. Mm-hmm. But there's no one that is the start, the source, or the creator of the franchise that other people are buying into. So we've worked with our company right now, over 15 businesses right now that we've created franchises for, and our parent company, Fred Corp, who we are a spinoff from, was responsible for the development of companies like McDonald's and Jimmy John's and Valvoline and Century 21, and the list goes on and on and on. Our goal, Reggie, is to make sure that we can now give Black businesses, minority businesses, brown and women businesses the information, opportunity, and access to participate in a billion-dollar industry that they are only a small percentage of. Why buy someone else's franchise when you can be the creator of the franchise?
Good. Now, with these businesses that you are working with now, when you went to these businesses to help them develop their franchise model, did these businesses have a business plan in place? Because I know a lot of people get in business and they don't have a roadmap to where they want to get or how to get there.
So, sir, to be honest with you, they all did not.
Okay.
However, before we actually take someone on as a client, we have to qualify them as being franchisable. Mm-hmm. Meaning we have a pre-development checklist that we will give to a proposed business that kind of details line by line what we need for them to have in place for us to do our job. So we'll either work with them to get that done, or if they have the means and the scope, we'll say, hey, this is what I need you to do. When you're ready, come see me and I'm going to make it happen for you.
I tell you, your partner is going to beat me up because I was supposed to call her today. She had sent me a message.
She's been waiting for your call, Reggie.
I told her, I said, look, I'll call you this afternoon. I got kind of busy. Dr. Sharon, I apologize. Okay, check this out. So that sounds good because we do need to develop our own businesses. And there are a lot of businesses here in the country that could use, it could move forward and do well by, being a franchise type of business. So this wouldn't be for Pookie on the corner who got a rib shack, pulling behind his car, something like this. This is like for a brick and mortar established business, been around for a while, got a track record, but they had never really thought about becoming a franchise.
So to answer that question, I'm gonna be real with you. It's for Pookie. However, I need to get Pookie franchisable.
Okay.
So, but our ideal client is listen, Reggie, I'm gonna be transparent with our audience. what we're creating are forerunners. Because we don't have the people in this space, there's no reference. We don't have black businesses that can look to someone else and see this model in place and know that they can do it. So right now we're creating those that are going to be the forerunners of a movement. So we're looking for the biggest, the best, the brightest, so that they can be example to show another small business that's minority owned that, hey, I can do it. So I see a business that looks like mine, or they look like me, or they've been where I've been, and if they did it, it must be possible for me. Mm-hmm. Other communities have that, we don't.
Right. And because I know here in the DC area, DC Metro, and like I was telling you when we were talking last week, there are a lot of black businesses and businesses of color that would definitely qualify for something like this.
Absolutely.
They got the game, they're doing well already, but I don't think they thought beyond the one store or the two stores that they have in the, the metro area. They haven't thought that far ahead. But there are some good businesses, that are, being planted here in this area that could definitely go forth and become a franchise owner. Now, let me ask you something. What if the business is more like a home-based business with a good growth pattern, okay? But they do most of their business online. They also do business because they have, in the retail industry, they have shelf space that they're able to acquire from other businesses. Could you put them in a position to be a franchisor?
Yes, sir. So one of the great things about this industry is that there are variations and there's different models. There's a brick and mortar model. There's a kiosk model. There's a drive-through model. So what we do, Reggie, is we sit down with the business. We kind of go over strategic planning with them to find out what is the essence and the vision of their business. And then we develop a system based upon their vision and where they want to go that fits them so that they can be successful. That their vision is going to let us know what type of model that we need to put in place for them, or how many different models they need to have put in place to reach their goal.
Okay, good question. I mean, good answer. Now, look, this is what I want to talk about now. Now, I want to talk about the next part of your business. Live Waves, okay? Because I done fell in love with that app.
Bless you, sir.
So tell me about Live Waves, okay? Talk to me about that.
So Reggie, Live Waves is a product of a Black-owned tech company, and I know that's a unicorn right there. You don't hear about too many Black-owned tech companies. However, we have created this social network on an event platform that allows both pre-recorded and live stream events to be shown free or for pay. What does that mean? That means I can have a concert, I can have a class, I can have a fitness instruction session, I can have a movie, a play, or a short film, and have it now streamed on the Live Waves app, and I can show that, and I can charge a fee, and I can charge whatever I want to charge, and what I charge, I will get. There's no limitations, there's no algorithmic hindrances, there's no set certain protocol or ad-based direction that's going to keep people from seeing my content or stop me from making the money I want to make.
Now, what was this concept based on? What made you and the company develop this concept?
All right, so there's this great guy. His name is Andreas Parsley, and he's the CBO, or the Chief Vision Officer of our company. He, back in 2011, was out and about, and he was they had developed a real estate app called Zippo, and they were out at a tech conference marketing that app. And after the conference was over, they were out and about, and they were looking for something to do. Well, since they were in a city that they knew nothing about, they didn't know where to go to participate in the nightlife. So Dre said, and his name is, we call him Dre, he said, man, what if we had an app that allowed us to club hop and see what's happening in the club to know where we're going to go? hit the idea for him, and he created this app called Club Tonight. And Club Tonight allowed people to club hop from their car or at home, decide on what club they want to go to. And then once the club promoters got a hold of that and saw what's happening, they said, wow, we can use this to stream what's happening in the club once we fill to capacity to create more revenue. So the Club Tonight was developed in around 2014. Club Tonight became actually the first mobile application to do live streaming of live events over the internet.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
So years go by, and because of various reasons, Club Tonight didn't really come to fruition because people wasn't catching on to the notion back then of this. They didn't think it would work because that was back in 2014, 2015. Live streaming wasn't a big thing back then. So it was kind of tabled, and then it was a couple of renditions came by, and then come 2019, Reggie, the project had been shelved because we just didn't have traction. And lo and behold, the situation was created where people needed an event platform where they can stream live via the computer or the internet. Boom. We brought it back in response to this, and now everyone's doing it. But because we were the forerunner, I think we have an advantage because what we have, other people don't have.
Okay, so you got a little competition with Clubhouse, huh?
No, we don't.
You don't?
No, you know why?
Why?
Clubhouse is a 100% audio application where people have audio conversations. You can't go on Clubhouse, have a concert, and make money.
Okay.
You can't do it. It's not built for that.
Now, let me ask you a question. Tell me about, okay, if a person wanted to do the free portion,
yes,
what
sir.
What would be the fee that they would have to pay your company for just doing a free?
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
$0.
$0.
I got something else for you. Let's say they want to have a concert and want to view this to 5 billion people. Guess how much it's going to cost them?
How much?
$0.
Why is that?
It's a free app. It's free to stream because it's not our goal to make money off of them. We want them to make money. What we do is if they have an event for free, then they'll stream just like any other streaming service because we want them to be able to access their following. Now, one of the good components is, let's say that you are streaming free. We built in a feature in our app, Reggie, that will still allow you to receive monetary compensations in the form of tips or donations. You just simply have a free stream, and if someone's watching your stream and they want to pay you or send you some money, they simply hit a button, put in their information, and they can send you money.
Excuse me. Okay.
It didn't cost them a dime.
Great app, great concept. But how do you guys make money?
Oh, well, it's real simple. We have a formula where we put in place where we put a small surcharge on top. So if you charge $10 for your performance, the end user might actually pay about $13.
Okay. So you are able to keep track of the number of people who are watching the show through the app. Okay.
Absolutely. So you'll see who's watching. You can actually engage with your users while you're streaming on the app. Mm-hmm. And when someone pays, they pay the company, and then we distribute the funds within 48 hours.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Now, another question I have concerning this. So you would basically set your equipment up that you would you would use to do your own thing, but you would just use the app to stream it through the app.
Yes, sir. So you can use a cell phone, tablet, or laptop computer. So with your cell phone or tablet, you can use the app. However, we also have a website called livewaves.app. It has the same functionality so that you can hook up high definition cameras, you can hook up microphones and lights to do a full scale major production.
Woo!
Reggie,
That's a lot.
through our app, through the website, you could upload a full-length feature movie and launch it and have regular viewing times, and you charge your ticket price and you get paid whatever you want your ticket price to be. So you can launch a movie on Live Waves and not have to worry about anyone stopping you from getting paid what you want to get paid.
So who's your competition?
So if we were to say competitors, it would be those platforms like Patreon or OnlyFans or Fanbase. And again, those platforms, and indirectly Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. However, those platforms do not give the content provider the freedom or the ability to earn whatever they want to earn like we do. They all have different type of algorithms or things or systems put in place that's going to limit the content provider. And once you stream on those platforms, there's no protection for the content provider for re-recording, rebroadcasting, or used in ways that they did not authorize.
Now, how you are marketing this app?
So right now we launched, Reggie, on New Year's Eve. So we just now began marketing. Right now we have our marketing department working on comprehensive marketing plans. But as our base goals, as our revenue grows, we will do more marketing. But right now we're doing marketing via social media, word of mouth, guerrilla marketing, grassroots marketing to socially and organically build up our usership and our content.
Okay, so how could I take my magazine, which you're going to be a part of for the month of April, by way of Dr. Anita? When I was going through all the articles put into the magazine, I realized I already had an article on you.
Wow.
How could I use how could I promote the magazine by using the Live Waves app?
That's so awesome. And we already have a couple of magazines that have chosen us to be a content provider for them. So in our app, you can upload articles or publications in the app, and you can either have those be viewed for free, or you can charge to have people view your uploaded articles or content on our app.
So how would I do that with the app? So I got my April magazine is coming out in a couple of days.
Yes.
So how would I upload it to the?
So real quickly, you would download the app from Google Store, Apple App Store. You will create a profile, and once you've created that profile, you will go to a section that says "Share Your Mind," and that means you're going to share what's on your mind. Mm-hmm. When you open up that section, Reggie, it's going to allow you to upload a photo or video or some language, some text. So you just create a photo or a picture of the text that you want to upload. You upload it into the app, and at that point, you make a decision whether you want to have it displayed or viewed for free, or you say you want someone to be able to pay to see that article. Once you've uploaded the article to the app, set on whether it's going to be free or for pay, you hit send. Now it's going to populate on your profile. So anytime someone comes to your profile, they can go to your post, see that article, and decide whether they want to view it or if they want to pay to see it.
Boy, y'all got a concept then. I like that concept.
Me too.
Sound like ching ching. Okay.
So our goal is to now give you back the authority and the power to make what you want to make, and stop giving away your intellectual property or your intelligence or your genius to those platforms that doesn't give you the proper return.
I tell you now. So how many users do you have at this time? So
right now we have a little over 3,000 users, and we're growing this thing by word of mouth. We've hired, brought on some brand ambassadors, and those that are going to help us boost the usership. And we purpose based upon our affiliations and our new connections that we should be at 1 million users before December 31st, 2021.
Okay. Let me ask you one more question before we close down. How do you connect with the users that are already on the app? Because I've been looking at how to do that, and I can't figure that one out. So how do you do
excellent question. So it's two functions in the app. So just to let you know that in the settings area, there is a tutorial that will give you instruction on how to navigate the app with the basic function. But to your question, there's in the upper right-hand corner of the app, there's a small little magnifying glass.
Right.
That's the search function. So you hit that magnifying glass, and then it takes you to a screen where you can search for someone by name, by city, or by genre. Now, let's say that with that function, you still want more type of control, where you would then go back to your home screen, and then you would search for Live Waves Official. That's the official profile for the Live Waves app. On that profile, everyone's on that profile. So you would just go to the people that are following Live Waves app, and you see everybody that's on app. You find the person you want to find, follow them, and now you can see all their content. Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, so for the viewers, you see, this is it. This is the app, the Live Waves app and everything, so I want y'all to go out and I want y'all to support this black business here, help them grow, get the Live Waves app. When you don't have nothing to put on there, figure out something to put on there. For you ladies who love to cook, you can do a cooking show on there, okay? It's just a lot you can do on there, and I'm definitely going to be using it because I'm always looking for something that I can use to expand, what I'm doing, okay? So, I thank Dr. Anita for bringing Michael and I together. We could go on for a long time talking about this, but I want you all to tell your friends, put it on your Facebook page, whatever, and let people know they need to check out Live Waves, okay? Because like he said, there are all companies out there who are doing this, but they are, European white-owned companies, okay? And we need to support this young man and his business partner as they put this stuff together and as they go for it, okay? So I just want you to do that.
It's three black guys: Andreas Parsley, Jason Wright, and myself.
Okay.
I think that says enough.
Sounds like a plan. So look, tomorrow night, Monday nights are the easy night for me, Urban Sentinel, because we're doing some stuff that really benefits the viewer. Tomorrow night, Real World News TV, if you want to deal with some politics, we're just going to be talking about the top news stories of the day. And tomorrow, we're really going to dig into the first day of the George Floyd case. I won't even go into that because I'm kind of irritated right now with the defense. But hey, that's another story for tomorrow night. But I want to thank Michael for coming on. And you're going to be seeing a lot of this young man. He is featured, he has a piece in the magazine for April that'll be out in a couple of days. Him and I are going to be talking. We're going to, I'm going to work with him. He's going to work with me. We're going to try to make this thing blow up. So Mike, I appreciate you being a part of the show tonight. Hey, look, come back anytime you want to come back. We'll be talking. And what's your last words to the viewers?
So you now have a platform that's black owned and a viable option to allow you to make whatever you want to make. Whatever you dream or can conceive, you can do it on Live Waves. Let's go ahead and find your wave, and I'll see you there.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Micah had the final word. Take care and have a good week. Hey, look, get your vaccine. Even after you get your vaccine, continue to wear your mask. Peace out, everyone. Be blessed.